What's going on, everybody? This is Antonio Blahnik, the sex siren, and I'm here, back on the Vicky Gotti show, trying to make it happen at my crib.
Yes, we're here still with the sexy, lovely Antonio. Now, Antonio, it's been, I get all the tea. So it was rumors that, Antonio had a lot to say about you. Revlon, shout out to him. He's, really sexy as well.
Yeah.
But what do you want to say to clear that up? Are y'all friends?
Yeah. I would never. I don't throw the word friends out loosely, but when I see Santonio, we speak. We've had conversations. Have his contact info. He has mine. we cool.
Mm-hmm.
You, like other people, have heard that he has a few things to say about me, because a lot of people like to associate us together because Antonio, Santonio,
yeah,
dreadlocks, light skin, tattoos.
Mm-hmm.
So I have no issues with him. For the record, I have no issues with Santonio Revlon. He's an excellent guy, definitely sexy, nice body, things like that. And hopefully the things that, from what I've heard from a few people, aren't true. And if they are,
if you have contact, why do hit him up like, what's up? Is this true? Or you didn't want to go feed it? Or
I don't feed ignorance. That's a lifestyle I live. Listen, this is Barman's fun. If you say it, you say it. Oh well, I'll just see you on the floor. It's really not, you can never be great at anything and not have, people not saying anything, not saying Santonio saying that, just in general,
right.
From the president to, Beyonce to, anybody who's profound. There's no way that you can go, and be someone and not receive any type of grief from anyone. So, no, I have no issues. And I'm sure if he had an issue with me or felt a certain kind of way, he would tell me, at least I hope,
Right. Now, Antonio, do you want to be Father Blahnik one day?
Being a father, it comes with a lot. And can I take it? Yes. Will I take it if it was asked to me? That'll be a different story. I really have to think about it. I think that a lot of people now are like, houses are giving fathers like they're giving like so many things. And, I'm a different person. I think that if your house believes in your leadership, whether you've been walking 1 month, 10 months, 10 years, 5 years, if they believe in you, do it,
Mm-hmm.
And that's shout out to any new fathers. I remember, we talk about Santonio,
He's a father.
When he became a father, I heard people had a lot of things to say, but I'm just like, I always tell people, and Danye.
I love Danye.
I always tell people, I think nowadays the younger generation has a little bit more drive, a little more enthusiasm, about the singing. So if they feel like they can do it, let them do it,
Mm-hmm.
and then give them like their little first 120 days that they give the president. And at that moment of time, you judge your opinion, So shout out to the people in there. Blahnik want to make me father. Hey,
who is Father Blahnik Atlanta?
Father Blahnik Atlanta is still Hercules.
Okay.
Body. He's still.
He used to be a garçon.
He used to.
That's the one who used to be a garçon now.
I'm not sure. I don't know who used to be ex-garçon, Blahnik, La Perla, Mizza. I don't know all that.
Okay.
But he's currently still father. Do I know where the direction is going? No. But as of right now, I can only speak to what's factual. And he's still, Hercules is still Father Blahnik of Atlanta.
Let's talk about Candyland, Candy World Ball itself. Did you enjoy the ball?
No.
Why?
I'll say this first. This could have been one of the most monumental balls, that I've been around. But it was too damn hot. Simple as that.
I was doing this all night, Antonio.
I was
hosting this. I was like,
my clothes were wet. Like, my drawers was wet. I didn't want to, I left the venue in my effect because I don't want to put on wet underwear.
Really?
Yeah, it was mad hot. I just think that, when you get into temperatures, your body temperature should always be around 97.5. That's somewhere in media where, you get hot, you go to passing out and you go to fanning yourself. And it's just kind of like, even with myself, and I'm sure a lot of other sex signs, it's hard to feel and elude different things with face. I'm sure even with performers who exerts probably the most energy out of anyone.
Mm-hmm. I don't know how they did it. The performance people, sorry.
The floor was sweating. The floor was like, bitch, get me out of here. It was from oxygen and heat. It had, created water,
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like, anytime that happens, it's too damn hot. So, As far as everything else, decorations, stage, everything else was amazing. But unfortunately, a necessity to any type of ballroom function, club function, social gathering, school, work, anything is central air and heat.
Yes.
Which what that lacked. So, when that lacked, it took away from you to be able to appreciate everything else. But I love Jack and I love Andre, as individuals in their houses, but that venue was not suitable, for the type of impact. I know there were a few people in our houses, other houses, who didn't walk because it's just like they were out of their element. When you get hot, aggravated, for those who wear makeup and start running, for me, I get an attitude. I'm just like, okay, fuck this, so it was a little bit harder for me even walking 6 hours. Kind of like I stood in front of a fan to try to keep myself, hydrated, feeling good. I'm just like, this is crazy.
Now, Malone, shout out to Malone, I love him. He made a big scene after everything was done with the points and stuff like that. How did you feel about the point situation? How did you feel about the categories? How did you feel about all of that?
Shout out to the Revlons. You guys have the 10,000. Own it. Simple as that. Own it. It's yours whether it was hot, cold, burning up, freezing over. You guys got the 10,000. Do I think that things would have played a little bit differently if the AC had to work something for itself? Yes. I mean, the Blahniks had a few people that were going to walk who weren't there, or people who found out, the air's not working, this is why I'm not walking, and I'm sure that goes for the Revlons. Revlons probably could have had more points. The August could have had more points. Even the Garçons, everybody, Mugles, everybody, probably have silent threats who don't like to sit around the ball, they'll sit outside. And when it comes to, but when someone hears that it's hot as, molasses in there, it's kind of like they paid,
Right.
So, the point system, it happened. I don't argue over things I can't control. I don't try to change things that are set in stone.
Right.
We won our points. We didn't win these points. We didn't win.
Right.
We got third place. I'm proud of that. Nonetheless, do I think we could have gotten first place? Yes. But did we? No. So keep it moving. Next function.
Now, how do you feel about the whole situation where, as far as trying to say, I want to word this. How do you feel about the whole situation where the ball? So you left. You didn't stay.
No.
You left. You left. Why did you? We left because it was too hot.
It was way too hot.
It was too hot for you.
Yeah. I couldn't. Once I know that I can't enjoy something, I'm just gonna leave. I can't sit there and be sweating. It's just not gonna happen.
Are you gonna be a wash-a-thon?
Of course. I can't wait.
Okay, go ahead.
Shout out to Dante and Lisa. I will be bringing it. The last time I was in DC, I was fortunate enough to have a win, and that's what I'm going for again this time. And it's win, lose, or draw now today. I'm going to have a good time, make a big moment, and do my thing.
This is the question that just popped up. Now, if the House of Blahnik shut down today, tomorrow, this is a question I ask everybody. What house can you see yourself going to? I'm telling you. Just something happens. Milan said he want to shut it down, or Camaro, or Temperance. Shout out to all of them. But, if they just say, you know what, it's not going in the direction that we thought, what would you do, Antonio? What house would you go to? Or what house do you see yourself in?
I have an answer to that question. I honestly do, just to keep it real with you, but I just feel it's
let's keep it real. We on my show, so let's keep it really real. I'm going to keep it
really real. I'm not going to tell you.
So you're not going to tell me?
I don't think it's imperative because I'm happy where I'm at the moment. And if and when and ever if I choose to leave Blahnik, because I believe in loyalty, whether good or bad, ups and downs, it will have to be because of something personal. Something that, I feel as though that it's not going to benefit me or I can't be surrounded by something personal. But right now, I'm down for my house. I think our house is on the move forward, We are definitely a house to be reckoned with,
I agree.
And, shout out to other houses, but I think that I'm cool with Blahnik right now.
Now, what advice would you give, Antonio, to a new person that want to, come under your wing or be a sex siren boy in the ballroom scene? What advice would you give him?
This is the advice for someone new and existing sex sirens. Learn how to coexist.
Explain that for the viewers.
I think that once you've mastered the craft in coexisting with others, it makes everything else easy. Why not be next to somebody that's sexy? Why not coexist with somebody that's sexy? My mom always taught me, when you get big, people are either going to help you get bigger or they're going to try to tear you down. Yes. I think that for sex siren, it's not needed. That's why I try to do the things, try to keep us together, try to keep us unified. We all are appealing people. Simple. You have something going. So if it's somebody new that's coming into the scene, learn that you're not going to win all the time. That's number one. Number two, the best thing that you need to learn how to do is to coexist with those who are your peers. You know, at the end of the day, we're all our peers. We're all our attractive men, whether some have Mac on, some have no Mac on. Whether some have chest, whether some don't have chest. Well, you know, don't use those things as things to belittle people, you know?
Right.
If somebody else asked me, you know, even after the ball, you know, they was like, oh my God, you know, the whole thing about Zion beating and stuff like that. I was like, you know what, it happens, you know. It is what it is, you know, because I've mastered how to coexist with people who are in the same category as me. So that'll be my advice for existing sex signs who may feel some kind of way after losing, you know, or there's somebody new. And that's the most important thing. After you coexist, everything else is kind of like, you can do it.
You can do it.
Get out there, be sexy, have fun, and have fun too. Don't let, you know, he say, she say, house, mothers, fathers, relationships, you know, get in your way. Do your thing and do that.
Is there any other category that you can see yourself doing, you know, in this scene?
Well, no. I mean, I have walked in a category, and what I will be walking, you know, after the Watch the Throne Ball, because sex time, I'm going to go on a little break. You know, I've been almost 2 years at it, full force, you know, so I want to go ahead and get a little break. But Pretty Boy Realness will definitely be the next category that I'll be storming. And you heard that here first.
Oh, breaking news on the Vicky Gotti show. You know, I love to get the breaking news. Yes, any shout-outs, Antonio?
Shout-outs to the House of Blahnik. You know, Milan Camaro, Temperance, you know, Econ, you know, Terrence, you know, everybody. And shout out to my other sex signs. You know, even with this interview being about me, it's ultimately about all of us as a whole. Like I said, I can never say it enough. It's not a phony thing with me. It's not, you know.
I don't get that from you.
It's not
communication.
Yeah,
you seem like a real
it's kind of like, you know, it is what it is. Shout out to all my sex sirens, all my fellow Atlanta sex sirens, New York, Philly, LA, DC, and everywhere else. Let's keep making it happen, and let's be a change. Let's be that unit where it's like we can all be at a house, you know, or at a ball. And you got your house tables. We all stand up in a corner laughing and kiki. We get out there. We give each other hugs and props. And I'll get you the next function. Hey, okay. Let's see. You know, leave it at that. So shout out to everybody else like that. Shout out to, you know, Dante and Lisa for the upcoming.
But thank you so much, Antonio, for doing this. I mean, it's had a lovely, you know, time. You guys do this again with me.
I will, definitely. And maybe after the Watch the Throne Ball.
After the Watch the Throne Ball. So that's the next ball. Everybody make sure you comment, you sub to this channel. Follow me on Twitter, the real Vicky.
All right, you guys follow me on. I have Twitter, but follow me on Instagram. At forever_Mister. That's forever_MISTAH.
My Instagram is Vicky Gotti.
Yeah, y'all shout out to Vicky Gotti, and once again, I thank you for this. I appreciate it.
No problem.
All right,
there you have it, you guys.